Hello, I am Stephanie, an artist living in Vannes, France, and in today's video I'm going to show you the process of one of my latest illustration, which is Fungi fashion. This illustration was made for our Planet Week, an art challenge that happened a few weeks ago that was about environment awareness, I would say. Yeah. The specific topic for this illustration was refuse, reduce, recycle, or reduce, recycle. So obviously the theme was more meant towards packaging and pollution in general. But yeah, I thought about fashion when I saw that, because I thought about repairing and reduce, repairing. Fast fashion is quite of an issue in our societies, as much environmentally as socially, so I wanted to talk about that specific theme in my artwork. So I'm not going to dive into fast fashion because I'm not a documentary channel, and if you know nothing about the problems of fast fashion, then learn about it. It's disastrous. So I wanted to do that, and obviously working about fashion, I thought about a high heel. So I'm still currently doing a digital art course, and in that course they were talking about painting a shoe. and so I think that specific thing and fast fashion made me think of high heels quite naturally. So I decided to go with a high heel and to grow mushrooms and lichen and moss on top of it. Because yeah, you do know I do like a good, cheerful, post-apocalyptic vibe to all of my artworks, so yeah, this is no exception. And so for the high heel, you have to know I don't own any high heels. I'm very basic when it comes to shoes. I personally hate shoes. I find them extremely uncomfortable, so I tend to wear barefoot feeling shoes, that type of shoes where there's no insole basically, and it's like you're barefoot basically, but you have It's basically a shoe that is like a sock, but a bit harder. It's like, I cannot explain it better. But yeah, so that's the type of shoes that I am okay wearing, because again, I hate shoes. I think part of the issue of that is that I really like comfort, like very much so. And a friend of mine once described my fashion style being comfortable and colorful, and yeah, spot on. I really like comfort. And so shoes are usually, I find them uncomfortable. I work from home, so I don't wear shoes at home, I just wear socks. And so when I have to wear shoes, they have to be extremely comfortable. And so high heels are just not an option for me, and I just don't see the point either. And then there's been also a lot of discussion about how bad it is for your posture to wear high heels. So yeah, I have no reason ever to wear heels. I'm also rather on the tall side, so yeah, I just don't care for high heels much. For that specific illustration, I had to Google a high heel picture. Obviously, so yeah, that was interesting, and I picked one and worked from there. So that was an interesting way of doing it. I ended up picking purple and pinks and hints of gold at the end, because I thought fashion, right? You want something kind of girly for some reason, so I went with that. And yeah, it was the usual ink and watercolor, and at the end some mica color for the gold. Although in retrospect, I don't think adding the golden details at the end was such a great idea. I love golden paint, but I think it just doesn't work that well when it's in small touches. I think it just works better if it's like a huge wash, or a big surface of gold next to something more intricate or more abstract, whatever. But so you have that, you can see the shine, because if it's just a small detail that you don't actually see that it's glittery golden unless you move the paper. So yeah, I think in retrospect I would have done it differently, or maybe just not add the gold at all. It doesn't destroy the illustration or anything, but it doesn't add anything to it, so it's a bit pointless. you know, like high heels. Sorry, I really hate high heels. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much about the illustration. I don't have a lot more to say today, and I've got a few comments that I talk too much in my videos. So today, for once, I'm going to stop talking because, again, I kind of rounded up. And I'm just going to leave you with some music from Amarante, which I really like. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the process. I hope you still enjoyed me talking a little bit about the illustration. And yeah, I really hope to see you in my next video, which hopefully will be a sculpture next week. So yes, I'm still working on a new sculpture, and it's almost done. It's almost done. I'm very eager to finish it. It's going to be for a group show in San Francisco, which I'm always excited to work with good galleries, and it's a good gallery. So if all goes well, next week you're going to see a video about this sculpture. So yeah. And if it's not next week, it's going to be the week after. So yeah, next video in any case is going to be about a sculpture, which I'm sure you're excited about. Usually my videos about my sculptural work do a lot better, but on my side, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, you have no idea, because when you do a painting, basically you just put your camera in some spot and then you leave it there and then you work and you don't really think about the camera anymore. But with a sculpture, you kind of move all the time and you have to move the camera around, and it's also, the process is really long. So it's kind of a pain to do the footage and to do the recording, and then the editing is super long as well. And generally speaking, sculpting or sculptures are much longer to do, simply. You know, an illustration I might be able to do in 1 or 2 days, and my sculptures, I'm happy if it's done in 2 weeks. So yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm not even sure there's so much time left in this video for a bit of music. I'm sure there is, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Please watch until the end. Don't stop watching because I stop talking, and maybe you've muted me in that sense. Yeah, you don't hear me anyway. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That always helps beat the algorithm, which is such a bully these days on all social media. But that's another topic that I really want to talk about, but I don't know, another video maybe. And yeah, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye.
Will I know that I have done you wrong? Just give me another chance. Will I know that I have done you wrong? Just give me another chance. I'll fight for what is real. I'll care enough to live. I'll live and make you heal. I'll fight for what is real. I'll care enough to live. I'll live and make you heal. Well, I know that I have said this before, and I know that I'm a liar, but I'm begging you, give me another chance. But I'm not sure why you would. I'm such a jerk, not sure